A mixed bag of weather across Colorado today. Extremely strong winds created 7 snow squalls today. Peak gusts reached 70 miles per hour at Berthoud Pass, and extreme winds blew across the plains, bringing everything with it, even blowing over some semis near Trinidad today. Several dust storm warnings were littered throughout the day.
And tonight, a break from some of that intensity we've had the last 24 hours. Yes, the wind is still blowing. You can see the flags there at this hour, but it will start to ease up overnight. We want to bring in now Greg Perez, who's been keeping an eye on these winds, and also got a little more snow coming over the weekend. Nothing wild, though.
Yeah, nothing crazy. I mean, earlier this morning in the high country, we were dealing with anywhere between 4 to 8, even 10 inches of snowfall in some areas, along with gusts up to 75, even 80 miles per hour. We're not going to be working with that. We're saying anywhere between 1 to 3 inches for a few areas come tomorrow afternoon. Not a whole lot going on right now with the HD Doppler radar. Nothing but clear skies and cold conditions. Of course, we were talking about those wind reports. Look at Marshall, 90 miles per hour. That's what we were posting last night. Rocky Flats, Highway 93, 89 miles per hour, in the 80 to 90 mile per hour range for Livermore. Meanwhile, the Denver metro area, winds anywhere between 50 to 60 miles per hour. Winds right now, though, not too bad, especially compared to yesterday. 10 to 15 miles per hour in Colorado Springs, a little bit more so in the Denver metro region. Current temperatures in the upper teens and lower 20s right now, and we are expecting cold conditions overnight. I'll give you the details on that in my full forecast.
Greg, thank you. While the metro area didn't see snow today, 7 snow squalls were reported throughout the high country today. They're short bursts of intense snow that sometimes create zero visibility. The National Weather Service has been sending snow squall warnings for the past 4 winters, but public feedback has them changing how they're issuing some of those warnings. People thought that the NWS was issuing too many of them, so now only snow squalls with significant impact on busy roadways will be sent out. The NWS says they hope people will take the warnings a little bit more seriously now.
And family are remembering the victims of the Club Q shooting. Today, there was a public visitation for Daniel Aston in Colorado Springs. The 28-year-old was a bartender at Club Q. His memorial services are set for next Wednesday. Loved ones also held a visitation today for Raymond Green Vance. He was at the nightclub with his girlfriend celebrating a birthday that night. Ashley Paw's family is holding a private funeral in La Junta. And the services for Kelly Loving and Derek Rump are happening in other states.
The Denver Gay Men's Chorus kicked off their annual holiday performances this week, but it's not without acknowledging that the safety of the community that the chorus calls home was violated through the violence at Club Q.
Luis De Leon shows us why this season's concerts are about so much more than the holidays.
There you go, on the right.
Getting out the jitters before curtain call.
1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, ready, you go.
To this chorus is a sign of excitement.
Hey, connect your sound down below to keep your breath going.
And so we crafted a program with lots of variety of things, from classical music to pop music. And we really wanted to have a theme of fun and joy.
James Knapp admits that's been tough to find these days.
It's been a tough couple of weeks, to be honest with you. It happened on a Saturday night and we rehearse on Sundays.
The managing and artistic director of the Denver Gay Men's Chorus says what happened at Club Q has affected the entire group.
A lamp that kept on burning.
And to draw upon your own experiences of joy, of fear, of insecurity, only add to how you can bring that to the music.
I keep wanting to say dose. 2. How much tea can you give on 2?
I hope that we bring them a lot of joy and that they have a lot of laughter, and they also go with a sense of understanding the importance of making a difference in the world.
Shining on.
I think it's important that people understand that we are not going to step back. We're going to step up. We're going to stand up, and we're going to sing in solidarity. There's unity in that, and I want to leave the audience and the experience of the concert with one of a joy-filled, inspired holiday season.
Thanks. Thank you for the Go into this now?
So this video you see beside me here is of the chorus performing the song Like a River in My Soul. This was filmed the day after the tragedy unfolded at Club Q. It is the song that they'll sing with each performance the next few weeks to honor those impacted by what happened. Jenny, DPD specifically is stepping up security at their performances. Knapp, you heard from there, told me that officers met with the chorus this week to discuss safety plans.
It's sad that that's something they have to talk about, but it is something they feel like they have to talk about.
Reality that they have to accept, that they say they have to anyway, so yeah.
All right, Luis, thank you.
4 more teens are suspected of attacking a man on an RTD light rail train last month. The latest arrests brings the total to 13 teens who've been arrested for 2 attacks on the W line. The 4 teens, 2 boys and 2 girls, were arrested this week at their high schools. All 4 appeared in court today. They're accused of attacking a man unprovoked on the train back on November 3rd, leaving him with 11 facial fractures. A second attack weeks earlier left another man with serious injuries. The judge ordered 2 of the 4 suspects arrested this week to remain in jail. The judge allowed the other 2 to be released on bond.
More than 3 years after 2 teenage girls were killed in a crash, their family says they're still fighting for accountability. Leah Ford and her friend were driving with Leah's boyfriend back in 2019. Ford's boyfriend was pulled over and arrested for a warrant for an unpaid speeding ticket. An Adams County Sheriff's deputy turned that car over to Ford, but Ford didn't have a license and didn't know how to drive. The 2 girls were later killed when a truck slammed into their car 5 miles away.
She shouldn't have been behind the wheel because she did not have her permit, nor did she have a valid driver's license. My daughter did not know how to drive. She had no driving experience.
For him and Adams County to not be accountable for this, I think, is an absolute miscarriage of justice.
That's Ford's mother's attorney. In the past couple years, they filed federal and state lawsuits against the department and the deputy who let Ford drive that night. In federal court, they couldn't prove the deputy created the danger that ultimately killed the girls. In state court, lawyers couldn't prove that he acted in a willful and wrong way. We reached out to the Adams County Sheriff's Office today. A spokesperson told us they do not believe any policies related to checking the licenses for passengers in cars have changed at all since this crash happened back in 2019.
It's yet another sad reality of homelessness. Many who live on the streets die there, under bridges, on streets, and often alone. Rocky Mountain Refuge for End-of-Life Care in Denver offers dignity to those who would otherwise be alone in their final days. They offer care that shelters aren't designed for. Many shelters can't provide around-the-clock care, and Medicaid only offers 5 days of hospice care before their coverage expires.
Everyone that's come to us has, when they passed away, someone has been with them, either praying with them or just holding their hand or being with them. And they're not alone.
The refuge is the first shelter of its kind in the Denver area and only one of a few nationwide. The list is down to one woman, the sole finalist to become the next president of Colorado State University. Amy Parsons spent 16 years working for the university in several roles. Most recently, she was the executive vice chancellor of the CSU system. Parsons got her bachelor's degree at CSU and a law degree from CU. Parsons will replace Joyce McConnell, who signed a separation agreement with the university back in June. There's a 2-week waiting period before the university can formally offer Parsons the job. Aurora Public Schools is in the need of a new superintendent. Current superintendent Rico Munn stepping away after his contract expires at the end of the school year. Munn has been with Colorado's 5th largest district for more than 9 years. He'll move into a support role on December 31st in agreement with the Board of Education there. He'll then continue to serve the district on a modified schedule through the end of the school year. The district will announce the acting superintendent to serve the second semester in the coming weeks. APS says more information about the superintendent search will be shared once it's available.
16 counties now meet the threshold for what is considered high transmission rates of COVID at this point. The state health department says, hey, if you haven't gotten a booster vaccine, now's a good time. It takes 2 weeks for the COVID vaccine to be fully effective. The last day to get your Omicron vaccine and be fully protected before Hanukkah is Sunday. Next Saturday would be the deadline for Christmas Eve, and Sunday the deadline for Christmas Day. Only 22% of eligible Coloradans have gotten their updated booster. That's according to the health department. And right now, more than 12.5% of the COVID tests in Colorado are coming back positive within the last week. 5% is the threshold that public health experts say we keep under control.
What student couldn't use a break in their grocery bill?
creating a safe space for students, a space full of food and opportunity. The nail is out of the coffin for frozen dead guy days, but the guy is still staying on ice. Plus, CU women's head basketball coaches eclipsing 100 wins with plenty of memories to go along with it.